So when I first met Jeremiah, when he first came to the center, man, he had so many challenges. He had been having behavioral issues at every school he's ever been to. We just could not get through to Jeremiah.
He was just a very, very hard kid to get through to. He would give up a lot. He would catch attitudes.
He was extremely defiant. Nobody was going to tell him what to do or where he could be, where he couldn't be. He was just that kid. Nothing you said to him seemed like it was working or it was sinking in.
We realized really quickly that we had to figure out a way to reach Jeremiah. And honestly, in the beginning, I personally had to ask him to leave several times. And I remember one of those times that I had to ask him to leave. As he was walking off, he called me some choice names that aren't very kind. With all of his challenges at school, Jeremiah can't go to school anymore here in this school district.
So we found a way to work with the school district and an online school to get guardianship over his educational rights so that we could homeschool him here at the city center. And now he's here every day doing his schoolwork here, and we can actually mentor him through that. I think the biggest change that we've seen in Jeremiah is his interaction with other kids, but mostly just other people in general. Before, it was almost like he was looking for a fight, and now we see him acting more like a normal teenage boy.
What I see in him now is someone who's starting to believe in himself. A very bright and intelligent young man who can beat the odds. Because we tell him, dude, you got a lot of potential.
It feels like he's had a weight lifted off of him because he has a safe place to be. It's allowed him to be himself, allowed him to be a normal kid.
He definitely wants to be a Division I quarterback at a major Division I school, but we told him in order to be a great quarterback, you have to be a great student. First and foremost, you got to study.
On the days where it is tough, it does help us a lot to think back like, man, this kid was completely disrespectful and he just did not care at all. And we look at that point in time to where he's at now, to where he's here every day and he's joking around and he's here doing schoolwork, and it helps us kind of reel back in and be like, okay, it's working.
Jeremiah is a once-in-a-lifetime type of person, and he is a very, very great kid.
Well, I know what God sees in him, and I know what we all see in him. What we want from him is to see what we all see. We see you graduating high school, being able to do something with your life that's different than anybody else in your family has been able to do. We see him being a chain breaker for his family. His whole family's been lined with, there's jail and gangs and drugs and things like that. We see him being the difference maker there and being the one that says it doesn't have to be like this.
If we can speak life and truth and character development and mentorship into these young people early on, then they can have the strength to withstand their circumstances, to rise above some of the context that they're living in. And that's what we hope to see. And I think we're seeing that play out as we speak with Jeremiah.